Welcome to my new video, Barrister of LCL. So in this video we have to discuss on the topic of mortgage under section 52 of Transfer of Property Act 1882. So we have to cover topic mortgage and parties, essentials, element and right of the mortgages and different cases. So let's start the video. So what is mortgage? Mortgage consists of two words, that is mort and gage. Mort means a place of public sale and gage means a pledge. So collectively termed as a place of public sale, mortgage. So definition of mortgage is given under section 58 clause A of Transfer of Property Act, that a mortgage is defined as the transfer of interest, that is transfer of interest in specific immovable property for the purpose of securing the payment of money advance or the to be advanced by way of loan or an existing future debt or the performance of an engagement which may give rise to a pecuniary liability. So in simple language we can say that a mortgage refers to a debt instrument where immovable property is provided as security. Immovable property provided as security until the debt amount is cleared. So this is the simple definitions of uh, mortgage. There are two parties in the mortgage, that are mortgager and the mortgagee. Who are mortgager? The person who transfer the interest and take loan are mortgager, and the person who receives the interest and give loan are mortgagee. So also some of the important term we have to already cover, who are mortgager and who are mortgagee. What is mortgage money? Mortgage money is nothing but interest secure. It's called mortgage money. The mortgage deed, the instrument or document in which mortgage is effected, is mortgage deed. Essentials of mortgage. What are the essentials of mortgage? So first is transfer of interest. There is no transfer of ownership but transfer of interest or possession, but the transfer of interest only for the purpose of securing payment of money by way of loan. And the second is there must be specific immovable property, must be an immovable property. The subject matter of the mortgage must be specific immovable property. It must be distinctly specified in the mortgage deed. And the third is security, and the purpose of delivery of the property is to provide security of payment or clearance of debt. And the fourth is consideration. Every mortgage must supported by consideration. One of the most important landmark cases are Nidha Shah versus Muralidhar. The object of the mortgage is being secured debt is held in this case. And the fifth one is competence of parties. The parties, namely mortgager and the mortgagee, must be competent to contract. This is the fifth element of the mortgage. So move forward to types of mortgage. How many types of mortgage? So first mortgage is simple mortgage. What is defined in section 58 clause B of Transfer of Property Act 1882. The borrower pledges his property as collateral to the lender for the repayment of loan. It is very simple mortgage, and the borrower doesn't transfer the ownership of a property to lender, but the lender has a right to sell the mortgage property if the borrower fails to repay loan. In case of Kishan Lal versus Gangaram, in this case held that a require mortgagee requires only the right to sell only through the court. So right of sale only through the court. And the second is mortgage by conditional sale under section 58 clause C of transfer of property, where a mortgager ostensibly sell the mortgage property, that is on condition that on default of the payment of the mortgage on money on the certain date, the sale become absolute on condition that on such payment being made shall become void, and on condition that on payment of being made the buyer shall transfer the property to seller. In case of Rama versus Samyappa, the court held that default in the payment of the mortgage property in the absolute property of the mortgagee, and there is no personal liability for the repayment of debt of the mortgagee in the part of the mortgagee. The third mortgage is unfructuary mortgage, that is given in section 58 clause D. The possession of the property is delivered to the mortgagee and authorized him to receive rent or profit until the debt amount is satisfied. These are the unfructuary mortgage. In case of Prabhakaran versus M. Azhagir Pillai, the house rent and received until the principal amount is satisfied in this case. And the next mortgage is English mortgage, defined under section 58 clause E. The mortgager bind himself to pay loan on certain date. After payment of the loan, property will be transferred by mortgagee to the mortgager. And the next mortgage is mortgage by deposit of title deed, and defined under section 58 clause F. In this case, it is also known as equitable mortgage. In this mortgage, this is simply a deposit of title deed, title of the document, and loan is taken. It is very simple. And the next is NMLS mortgage. What is NMLS mortgage? It is a mortgage that is not mentioned anywhere. It means accept all the above mortgage mentioned above are NMLS mortgage. NMLS mortgage. This method is not mentioned anywhere but is in the practice in India. What are the rights of the mortgagor? Rights क्या है? First is right of redemption under section 60 of T.P.A Act. On the repayment of loan, the mortgagor can take the property back. And the second is right against clause obstruction. Clause means obstruction. Any condition which stop the mortgagor from recovering property will be void and mortgagor take back the property. And the third is right to inspection and produce document. Mortgagor may inspect any time the document of the title relating to the mortgage property which is in the custody of mortgagee. So thank you for watching this video. Subscribe my channel and like to